Yeah, I know what he said. Shut up, we're doing this. Hello everyone, this is Armor0567. We're back with a new project. Today we're playing Lost Dimension. I know you can see the Atlas thing, I did say a band about it, but they released theirs on the whole Ocarina of Time thing, so I'm good. I'm just going to overwrite this save, which is the actual file. You do have to save before, and I'll explain why after this. More cutscene.
The world now faces total destruction.
How could a single person do all this?
The attacks are simultaneous?
Reported casualties at 2 billion and climbing.
There's an incoming transmission from that man.
I am the agent of the apocalypse. My name is the End. This destruction is but a prelude. More will come. True destruction is about to begin. 13 days from now, everything in this world will come to an end. If you want to continue your worthless lives, try and stop me. Try and kill me. I'll be waiting.
13 days from now? It's over, isn't it? The world's coming to an end!
We need to deploy the troops at once.
We have to stop that madman at any cost.
Assemble each nation's finest and infiltrate that tower.
This is our final hour.
It may be time to send in the gifted.
Maybe with their powers, they can do the impossible.
The world's fate is in their hands.
The first floor, destroyed city.
is this? My head.
What?
This is...
We came here to fight, and fight we shall. But yeah, we're gonna start the actual game now and go right into a mission. How's that for you guys? I wanted to do this sooner, but we had to wait for a cord to come in. As you can see, things got a little upgraded. There's 3, 4, 5 others in similar uniforms. I doubt I'll confuse them with the enemy. Alright, commencing attack. I should close in on the enemy so they're in range of my gun. That's right, we're using guns in this and everything. Moving attack. Move range display as a circle center on the unit being controlled. Use left stick to move around within the range shown. When the unit moves from their starting point, the range of movement will gradually contract behind the unit. Press the circle button to redo anything. If the enemy blinks blue while the unit is moving, the enemy is within attack range. Press X to open the menu and select attack to strike. Accuracy and damage vary based upon the range. If counter appears on the enemy, they'll counterattack after your attack unless something happens, which we'll get into later. But this is all you have to do is move in range when they're blue, attack, and he does get a counter. Sanity indicates sanity. A character or character's mental resilience sanity will deplete when hit by attack. It applies to both allies and enemies. An enemy will become dazed when their sand reaches 0. Dazed will render the enemies unable to act, and their stats will be greatly reduced for 1 turn. Your chances to deal extreme damage, so be sure to seize the opportunity. Dazed will naturally recover after 1 turn. We'll probably not be seeing that in this mission because they are really resilient. Alright, my memories are still a bit hazy, but my body's moving just fine. Oh, do we wake you? Guys, keep your guard up. You won't go down that easy. Maybe my fire can finish it off. Using gifts, each unit of your team has their own individual special abilities or gifts. Using gifts requires GP and sand,
I'll turn you down.
which we'll now demonstrate with Himeno. To the ground. Of course, he gets counterattacked.
What?
She sprayed fire out of nowhere. Yes, she did. You remember? We have these gifts we use to fight against terrorists. They sent us here in a task force to handle the situation. Then again, we were sent in different teams, so I don't know who's from which one. I don't recognize anyone's faces. So we all have a gift like yours? There's something in my head. So I can see some image. Using a gift can be draining on our body, so try and keep aware of that. Hey, more importantly, you look like you're hurt from their counterattack. Hold still and I'll come help you. Yep, we're being taught how to heal now. Using items your inventory or consumable items is shared among all units, and anyone can use them. The character can use an item if there is a target for the item's effect in range. Which will now demonstrate. Move up. And we use item and health capsule. Bloop.
Yeah.
Thanks, I owe you one. No problem, just doing my duty to uphold justice. You don't need healing after every little scratch you get. Sorry, I wish I could have been more useful. Damn, you're hopeless. Sit down, I'll give you some of my gift. Hey, that'll help move things along. You can give me your gift? Yeah, no, wait there. Using Defer. By using Defer on a unit that's already attacked by the turn, you can grant them the ability to act again. All units can use this ability once per turn. The unit initiating Defer spends sand to use it. Fur can be used even after moving, so use it well to gain advantage in combat. Which you're about to see. I'm actually going to do a two-part thing here. It's something that you can do that you're going to learn about later. But also, I'm going to show off now. If you go and you can't reach your target, hit the circle button. And it'll just reset. We're going to defer the show.
Leave it to me. Damn.
Huh? What the? My body is power rushing into me. I gave you a portion of my gift. We can all do it. It's called deferring. It'll tax your mind, but using it once or twice shouldn't be a problem. Don't forget to try it out.
Let's go.
Oh, I see. I can keep moving with the power you just gave me. Alright, that blue one is going down for sure. Oh, and it is. Because we can run behind him and we can get a back attack, which does a little bit more damage. I'll even tell ya. Oh, hey, thanks for the help. Thank goodness. I appreciate the help. You're welcome. If the target's in range, I'll assist in an ally's attack. Unless it's someone I don't like. Sounds good to me. We'll go over liking, don't liking later. I guess I should try to attack when my allies are nearby. You seem to be getting the swing of things. Why don't we finish these buggers off? And yes, she does speak in a British accent for reasons we'll go into later. When selecting a target to attack, an assist attack will occur if there's an ally nearby the fray with assist displayed above them. Assist attacks may not occur if the units do not trust each other. Enemy units also use assist attacks, so be wary of enemy groups. Yeah, group attacks are not fun in this. We're about to see what happens. Now, he has two attacks. You can attack, or you can attack sweep. I'm gonna try to get the sweep attack, but no promises. Excuse me. But here on out, it's all tutorial, and we get to see what happens, so... I don't know if you guys noticed, but the opening was actually done by Fripside, if you're familiar with Railgun and that series, the opening for that. And a few others that you might know their music. And by the way, I am using the stick to rotate around. That little spin was actually done with the control stick. But yeah, good knowledge there. It's also interesting to note, if you're a big fan of it, Ichigo Hoshimiya from Aikatsu is actually voiced by one of the dancers of Fripside. Well, singing voice, I should say, was voiced by one of the dancers from Fripside. Backup dance. I can speak right. I'm only back from a 2-week vacation in Elgato. But I say formerly voiced because as of this month, Aikatsu actually... Well, Stars I think is going until the end of the month, and the original voice actors have officially just graduated from their band, so that whole thing happened. Just getting a little bit of trivia from Aikatsu and everything while we talk about this. Because what you're seeing is basic combat. I mean, that's all we're going to be doing most of the game. Just running around, shooting, aiming, and assisting. And using our gifts. And yes, the enemies do get a turn after us. I won't go much into the characters now because I'm going to do a whole profile section after, so that's why I'm not describing everyone yet, so don't worry about it. We'll get there.
Let's go.
But yeah, Elgato took a little bit of time getting me a cord I needed to put this in wonderful, better vision. Hopefully it looks better.
Go.
It'll probably get another upgrade when the computer gets up, so I can have a higher quality. I mean, we're going to improve things this year. Oh, by the way, hitting LR, you can switch characters at a time. I think I can use his gift and it'll help me.
Well
I will really be going over everything. There's a lot to this game. It's a very interesting game, to say the least. I want to get a... I don't know I'll be able to get the sweep attack on this. I did it once in practice, but... Oh, and practicing this game is actually quite hard. Remember when I said there's only one save file?
Let's do this.
The game keeps you to it. You can only save your game on that file. As you can see, as you'll be seeing, you'll see it now saving in green at the bottom of the screen when it happens. And that's it. That's your only way of saving. In fact,
Yeah.
is that all of them? I guess that was the welcoming committee. Still, I never expected the inside of the pillar would look like this. It's like an entire city. I can hardly believe it. I can.
Well,
We should assess our situation, first and foremost. I'm worried about the gossip that went on inside while we were fighting. I mean, about the group that went... Bleh. Wait, you serious? You didn't see anyone? I didn't see anyone. I can read. I need that bigger TV after all. I guess we should check inside. Let's make first contact before they can get the drop on us.
You're right.
Agreed. Alright, I'm opening the door. I'll be going into a cutscene, but yeah. One save file for reasons I'll say in another episode because cutscenes are going to be big now. With this now saving thing.
There are others? So you have 5, huh?
Us 6 and you 5. That makes 11 of us in total.
that's great. We can play soccer with that many people.
That's supposed to be a joke?
We're all wearing similar uniforms. In other words, that means we're...
If it isn't the 11 psychics. Welcome to the pillar.
That voice. I know who he is. So you're the end.
You've come looking for me, no? I must greet you.
What the? Why is he glaring at me with such hate in his eyes?
It seems you at least remember who I am.
Of course we do. We came here to kill you after all. Or did you tamper with our memories, thinking we'd forget all that, too?
Tampered with our memories? Are you implying he's the reason why we don't remember how we got here?
That would seem a logical conclusion.
Why have you done this?
It doesn't matter why. He's an enemy we have to defeat. That's all we need to know.
Ha! Just what I'd expect from Sealed. You lapdogs are so entertaining to watch.
What did you say? You messing with us?
You needn't call us dogs. You're right beastly.
You are still not enough. The situation is more dire than you could imagine. I believe you are all forgetting one very important item.
Important? What do you mean?
There is a time limit. I completed launch preparations, and I now have a nuclear warhead aimed at every major city in the world. And I just pressed the switch.
What? That's a load of bull.
The warheads will launch 13 days from now. That is your deadline. And the only way to stop them is for you to come and kill me. The UN seems to think you're up to the task. That's why they assembled Sealed. To come in here and stop me.
Jeez, you scared me!
So guns have no effect on him.
None of you can lay a finger on me. I exist on a whole other plane. If you wish to kill me, you will need to climb this tower. I'll be waiting for you at the top of the pillar. So if you want to save the world, I suggest you work together and start your ascent. Oh, but wait. Did I mention there's a traitor among you?
What? Are you trying to scare us? You're not very good at bluffing.
All will be clear soon enough. If you want to climb higher, you will have to sacrifice one of your own.
spouting nonsense and then he disappears? Screw that guy!
Do you think it's true about there being a traitor?
That's obviously a lie. How could a member of SEALD, upholder of justice, ever take the side of evil?
It'd be good if that's the case.
This room's pretty spacious, huh? I wonder what it's used for. It's quite a contrast to the urban area from earlier. It also seems as though the enemy hasn't tried forcing an entry here. Hey, what's that huge machine? Huh, I wonder. It's probably safe to assume that the end prepared this room for us ahead of time. He knew someone would enter the tower.
Damn it.
What does the end want? You don't think that he'd...
Yes.
Well, it seems to me like he orchestrated this entire scenario. Now he's just sitting back and enjoying the show. That's why he appeared earlier.
Oh.
What about the traitor?
But...
Look, dwelling on that isn't going to help us. Let's set up our base of operations here and use this room to prepare for battle. We can assess our situation from here. After losing our memories, I'd say we're all a bit confused. And we'll really go into this later about this room. I should talk to each of the others before we begin investigating the pillar. But there's a lot I gotta go over next episode because we're already 23 minutes in and it was only a tutorial. But next episode I'll fully go over the tutorial for you guys and explain really everything. After battle, SEAL members return to the lobby, they can change equipment, learn gifts, and otherwise prepare for battle. But yeah, that's why this area is so important. And remember I said one save file? Remember that about the traitor. I'll explain more about that next episode like I said because it's menu time and we can save and load, just options, all that. I'm just gonna do a quick config. I'm gonna turn the link controls so that way I can use the D-pad or the stick, because you notice the stick was kind of moving to the left on its own. My controller's doing as good as it has been. Now we'll keep the difficulty on normal. You can switch it to easy if you really want to. If things get too much for me, I'll turn it down, but it should be fine. I hope you guys have fun. I'll see you on the next episode where we continue this thing. See you then. What an interesting turn of events, right? This is only the first episode, but we got so much to cover. As I was gonna say, I was gonna bring up next episode that we have only one save file. It doesn't allow you to actually go back and change your opinions on things in this one. There's a very good reason why on that, and it's beautifully made why in game. But there is something on the box that does have my attention. This is one of the big features of the game. Traitors are randomly determined, so no two playthroughs will be the same. This is big. It means at a certain point, our playthroughs are going to differ. Now you're saying, how's that going to help? If I'm looking at this for a guide, it's like, well, most missions are the same anyway, and the way the game works, if you see what I do, you might just be able to replicate or have some other idea how. Especially with the way the game works. I know I just closed the case on it. But we're also going to have a little bit of fun with this. We're actually going to have chat voting too in this one. Well, comment voting in this one. Basically, you can put 2 votes in the comments for each chapter, okay? We will do this until I do a Deep Vision episode. What is that? You'll find out later. The important thing is, though, we won't be doing this right away. Chapter 1 locks you on the first playthrough, so it's always the same person. So, we're gonna get our feet wet with the game and learn about the game a lot more before we actually start voting. So, for those of you that are wondering, oh god, hold on. Hold off on that for now, okay? I'll explain the mechanics of voting when we start Chapter 2. Let's be aware for now that we will be having a little bit of chat fun. Will it be a prize? Don't know, we'll see. Probably not though, because we're kind of low on cash and I don't have the funds for anything. But with the room upgrade and everything, I just had to buy a core from Elgato that took 2 weeks to arrive after dealing with their email support. But as you can see, we redid everything. We got a better cord now. Everything is upgraded to HDMI, not just the PS3, but the Wii has been upgraded and the SNES Classic comes with HDMI, so you guys are going to get much better quality viewing from me from now on. So that's one I wanted to make during the video. I couldn't. I mean, it was a little crazy, and plus I've been trying to... It's been a heavy story focus. So I just wanted to bring up that the reason for one save file is basically because they don't want you to undo a lot of stuff. But for those of you that are wondering, if you do end up game overing, and there is 2 ways, it puts you on a new game anyway, so don't panic if you do game over. And there's only 2 ways you can game over really in this game. No, there is. It's not that bad. So I'm going to end the episode here, and I'll let you think a little bit. Let this sink in. Tomorrow we'll be back in full swing and I'll explain the rest of the game, okay? Hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you on the next one. See you then.